just had a very, very nice lesson with a student, and the second one today, I might say. We started out by marking her homework, which was probability trees, and she struggles, and as is often the case, she'd misunderstood the question. She just doesn't pay much attention when I'm not there, and it strikes me that many people's problems, and people in general in life, are because of a lack of attention to detail. So she misunderstood the question, though it was clearly written, so she got everything wrong. So step one is don't show any anger or irritation there. Draw the line between a balance between showing her clearly that she is wrong and how she's wrong, and even illustrate some of the consequences. One of my phrases, so no big deal but no marks either. And if she says, oh, as she often does, minimising it, oh, well, I thought you meant that. And I will say, yeah, I understand why you did. But it does clearly not say that, doesn't it? And it's just the difference between no marks and full marks. So it's not about her being wicked or stupid or any of those things. It's just about the choices she needs to make in order to get the consequences she's looking for. Anyway, so I'm really okay with, yet again, there's no element of this kind of thing. Yet again, you didn't read the question and that's why you've got everything wrong. There's no room for that kind of aggressive, punishing mentality. There might be room if the underlying cause is disrespect or something like that, but not in this case. So we just politely put everything right, got her to rethink it. We did that homework in the class, so that was good. Along the lines, in the process of doing that, I discovered that she's still weak on adding and subtracting negative numbers, and those days should long have been gone, and we've addressed it a few times, but it keeps disappearing, so I keep putting it back. So we did that for about 15 minutes, which is as much as she can take, really. And I tried to get her to step back. If -6 plus 6, you don't have to count -6 and count back again. You just have to notice that they're the same size. So the jump backwards will be the same size as the jump forwards, and you'll end up where you started with. And if that was 0, then the answer's 0. So 5 minus 6 plus 6 is just 5. 4,212,000 plus 6 minus 6 is just 4,212,000. Get her to step up a level of abstraction, and that frees up a lot of the heavy lifting where arithmetic is concerned. Anyway, so we did that. She was flagging, no hint of complaint, and when I said, would you like to do something else or keep doing this, don't mind, she just, she does mind, I think. So anyway, we did a science quiz, and that was great. Got her to tell me some things she knows about and mix in praise for the things that she knows with minor corrections about, where necessary. What does atomic number mean? And then we got into how would you separate various things. Salt and iron filings was one, and she came up with the one on her own, magnet. And then I said, well, what about salt and pepper then? Couldn't come up with that. I said, well, what properties do we know of salt and pepper that might be different that we can use to separate them? Salt dissolves in water. Okay, so how are we going to make that work? So she gets the pepper out by dissolving it in water, dissolving the mixture in water. The salt comes out, the pepper stays in it. Do that a couple of times. I said, how are we going to get the salt back? Couldn't think, so I told her about salt pans and evaporation. And then I said, but I've thought of another way, and I drew the apparatus for her bit by bit and said, can you guess what is going to happen now? Start with a filter at the top, a funnel. No, I said, do you know what this is? It's a funnel, right? Okay, let's put the salt and pepper in the top. Let's make a nozzle at the bottom. So we got what will happen? Well, fine stream will come out, right? Let's put a jar underneath and call it salt. That's where we're going to collect the jar. I'm going to put another jar over here called pepper. How am I going to get the pepper to go in there without the salt going in there? Think. Okay, well, I've put something over here. Do you know what it might be? It's a fan. Oh, and then she said, yeah, it would blow over, but it would all blow over. And I said, well, if the salt's heavier than the pepper, then the salt won't move as much, so the pepper will move. but we can control the speed of the fan to get the separation we want. She was impressed with that, and I said, this is a process we use called winnowing, and it's been around for thousands of years, and people have used it to separate wheat from chaff, and to talk to her about that. But she was really energized for that, because I presented it as a fun game rather than lesson, you know, and drawing the funnel. I'm going to draw the apparatus, and I did a bit of posturing, you know, oh yeah, I'm so going to build this when I get home, and it just builds up energy and excitement. And she was totally on board with that. It's very, very rewarding. Just glorious stuff. I loved it, and I really think she loved it. So anyway, another nice session.